Welcome back, Helldivers, to another SES history broadcast. This time, we're taking a look at the entire history surrounding the treacherous Illuminate. The SES did briefly cover information on these untrustworthy creatures in a previous broadcast, breaking down the events of the First Galactic War, which all of you should be well informed from time spent as part of the Ministry of Truth education programs we all grew up with. Nevertheless, there are many things still left unsaid, so let's start with the basics for those who are uninitiated. But first, let's have a democratic word from today's sponsor.
Attention Helldivers of the SES. When you're not spreading democracy in the future, why not spread it in the past with War Thunder? War Thunder allows you to engage with over 70 million players in PvP battles and control over 2,500 different land vehicles, aerial combatants, and warships to deal epic damage on a battlefield that would make Super Earth proud. War Thunder comes complete with tons of features, including hitboxes that don't just generalize your vehicle, but specifically show every part of any weapon of war you choose to use. It also hosts the X-ray feature, allowing you to see exactly how you damaged or destroyed your enemies. Customization provides users with an array of options to make each vehicle truly their own and potentially leave a lasting impression on defeated foes. So be warned. War Thunder is available for free download on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, as well as the newly introduced mobile version, allowing you to stay in the fight no matter where the battle takes you. Get into the fight and download War Thunder now by clicking the links in the description, and be sure to act fast so you don't miss out on the limited time offer of a massive bonus pack, only available on PC and console to new recruits as well as returning players who haven't waged war in 6 months. For Super Earth and democracy.
The Illuminate are a highly sophisticated, technologically advanced cephalopod-type alien race that originate from the planet Squid Shrine. They often refer to themselves as the Squid, but are better known as the Illuminate cult, or Squids, by the valiant warriors who fought in the First Galactic War. These terms were officially accepted by High Command, and any other reference to the alien race should be deemed as highly treasonous, resulting in a quick extraction to the nearest re-education camp. The Illuminate Empire expanded unimpeded during their initial attempts to convert planets across the southern sectors of the galaxy. With each planet conquered, or liberated according to them, vast new resources were acquired and new strongholds were solidified. After thousands of years, the Empire had grown to a substantial size, and what appeared to be complete dominion over all of the system's inhabitants occupying the space. Reports from High Command state that all of the remaining civilians were converted by force to the Illuminate cause. A top SES archivist released a report covering the origins and history of these undemocratic aliens while conducting research at the Ministry of Truth archives. It should be noted that this report was submitted many years before the resurgence of the Illuminate threat we currently face. It reads: the Squid come from an aquatic-based homeworld named Squid Shrine. Harsh planetary conditions provided the necessary parameters for the species to evolve into their current form. They are frequently seen dressed in ceremonial robes, alluding to an extensive hierarchy or caste system within their complex civilization. It is also generally accepted that the Squid are connected through a hive mind and have utilized this unique feature to create extremely complex and vast neural networks, which allows them to collectively focus on one unified task if needed, resulting in many strategic factors, but most notably their exceedingly advanced technology, interstellar travel, and the creation of potent weapons of war. Official reports also state that higher ranks within the Illuminate seem to retain the ability to make individual decisions, yet presumably remain under control of a larger singularity presence. The Squid first appeared as whispers of alien spacecraft sightings from unreliable rural accounts, and were immediately dismissed as the continued fables of alien abductions that frequently plagued old Earth. Unlike the folklore of the past though, it quickly became apparent that the Illuminate were real, putting all skepticism to rest when they initiated first contact sometime in the year 2044. The newly founded Super Earth government was quick to act with such a momentous discovery. We were no longer alone in the universe. Our newly formed government attempted to capitalize on this event by forming an allegiance with the far more technologically advanced alien civilization to aid with spreading peace and democracy. The Illuminate agreed to the proposed allegiance with the Federation of Super Earth, and through the short-lived consensus, High Command discovered a horrible truth: the Obliterator Bomb. While the Ministry of Science doesn't negate the use of frequently deployed ICBM planetary bombardment tactics in attempts to cull enemy threats on planets, this tactic has never been used to decimate a singular planet of all life indiscriminately. The Ministry of Science also states that the dark matter implosion of Meridia was not executed by choice, but the only answer to the inescapable outcome necessary when dealing with the threat of bug supercolonies present on the planet. To say otherwise would be warranted highly treasonous and should result in immediate execution. High Command also learned that the Illuminate possessed massive quantities of these obliterator bombs, something that was deemed entirely unacceptable and required immediate, forceful action. SES archivists attempted to research the negotiations that certainly must have gone on, but only found heavily redacted documents providing little to no detail about the original agreement. One thing was certain: war was once again upon us. Super Earth declares an open war on the Illuminate and launched a preemptive strike on the alien colonies in an attempt to secure and presumably dispose of these obliterator bomb caches housed across multiple planets in the southern sectors. Extensive fighting broke out that lasted over 40 years. Veterans of this campaign often recall the brutal and inhumane tactics frequently used by the Squid throughout these battles, but also mention the extremely effective combat prowess when dealing with the alien species. Finally, after countless battles and lives lost, humanity's victory over the alien race appeared absolute, with the successful dissolution of the Squid homeworld Squid Shrine in 2084. Following the Illuminate's failure to overcome the omnipotence of liberty that is Super Earth, terms of their surrender became the primary issue to many of our fellow citizens. The Squith were ordered to immediately dissolve any military capacity they still possessed across all planetary systems, as well as handing over any and all war-based technologies, known or unknown, to the SEAF. This included the now well-known dark fluid used to implode the aforementioned Meridia planet campaign. The remaining Illuminate forces were also ordered to leave and never return to the galaxy, which was now under Super Earth control. For over 100 years, this peace treaty went unimpeded until recent attacks on the democratically controlled planet Calypso, which was abruptly attacked on the night of December 12, 2184. 96 invasion fleets engaged the peaceful citizens occupying the planet, resulting in High Command issuing new and immediate major orders to evacuate and repel the forgotten threat of the Illuminate. The following battle that lasted 72 hours, SEAF, aided by Helldiver squads, pushed back the Squid menace, but not without learning some new horrible truths. The Illuminate had officially returned, breaking the aforementioned treaty, as well as introducing terrifying new potent war machines and tactics never seen by SEAF before. Innocent civilians that inhabited the planet appeared to be lobotomized into mindless cogs for the Squid. Officially deemed the voteless by High Command, allowed the Illuminate to create massive armies of drones hell-bent on killing any and all who opposed the Squid armies. SEAF were put in the horrible position of having to put down these endless waves of once patriotic citizens. It appeared that the threat had been thwarted until December 16, 2184, when Illuminate forces launched another siege on planets Genesis Prime and Mog inside the southern sector, utilizing the same tactics found on Calypso, but were once again driven from all systems by our core of dedicated Helldivers. The Ministry of Truth released a statement. The unrelenting might of the Helldivers core has resulted in the extinguishment of the recent Illuminate threat, but it will not be our last engagement. The Illuminate appear to be using hit-and-run tactics often used in the barbaric wars of old Earth. Citizens of our glorious democratic federation should fear not, as we will remove the threat to our way of life just as we did in the past. There is no doubt that our current future could be seen as frightful and bleak for our citizens, but these recent atrocities should serve as a spark that lights a fire into every citizen of our great Super Earth. To enlist, to fight, and to help put an end to these monstrous squids that are ravaging our planet and enslaving our people. Never has the threat been greater to our civilization's future. We should take a minute to reflect on the words of President Thomas Whitmore of Old Earth when faced with a similar alien threat. Perhaps it is fate that you are once again fighting for our freedom, not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We are fighting for our right to live, to exist, and we will not be going quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We are going to live on. We are going to survive. And so we end another democratic broadcast from the SES. What are your thoughts on the Illuminate threat? Why have they come back? Is there any chance of truly achieving peace with the alien race? Be sure to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. And as always, undemocratic views will be reported to the Ministry of Truth. Anyone expressing controversial ideas will be sent to the appropriate facilities for re-education. On behalf of the Ministry of Truth and High Command, this is the SES signing off.
A quick reminder from us here at the SES. You can continue your democratic battles over land, sea and air with War Thunder. Make sure you answer Liberty's clarion call. Available now for download on PC, console and mobile.